you talk about the Christianity and you talk about the Islam, they all contradict themselves, or will I say they are opposites of themselves. Now, this is my point. Christianity is a religion that was created to defend politics. Christianity, I come again, is a religion that was created to defend politics. That is why if you check in Rome, ancient Rome, where this religion dominates, you will see that the leaders, like the political figures, do not involve themselves with the religion. And the religious figures do not involve themselves with politics. So whenever the political figures make any mistake, they run to the religious figures for protection. They run to the religious figures for repentance. You see that the priest will be the one to tell you, oh, leave them, let God judge them. Right now they have been purified by God. Oh, leave them, God is the one that have the final say. So it's more or less that the religion is just busy protecting politicians, while politicians are committing their atrocities. While the religion is silencing people who are supposed to speak out, because he has told you already that God said vengeance is his. Who are you to come and then take vengeance before God, when God is there to take his own vengeance? But when it comes to a commoner, you will see that vengeance is not of the Lord, vengeance is of the men. But when it comes to the elites, vengeance is of the Lord. So that is how the religion is designed. The religion is designed to dominate the political terrain. Yes, it is designed to protect the political terrain. It is designed to make sure the politicians keep on stealing enough and then having enough to bring to the sanctuary, where they can stay and share the richness of the poor, where they can stay and share those dividends that are being given by the poor. That is what the religion is made for. And when you blaspheme in those days, you see that the priests will be the one to, judge you, not really the politicians, because the politicians has nothing to do with religion. When you blaspheme, it is the priests that will now come and judge you and tell you this is your judgment. That is how the religion is designed. No wonder when you come to the southern part of Nigeria, you will see that the same thing is playing. If you blaspheme, for example, you insult Jesus, you will see that the politicians will not respond to you. It is the pastors, the priests, those are the ones that will respond to you. The reverend fathers, those are the ones that will respond to you. But the politicians will just keep quiet. They don't even respond. They act as if they have heard nothing. And you'll be dealt with by the religious elites. But whenever they commit any crime, like you give them contracts to, build, to execute, whenever they fail in their administrations, where do they run to? They run to the church. Many of them spend more time to build churches so that the pastors will pray for them and tell them that their sins are forgiven. So I'm not just talking when I say the Christian religion is built to promote politics. I know what I'm talking about, because that is where politicians run to for refuge. In fact, after a politician has finished stealing everything he or she wants to steal, the pastor will tell you don't judge him. The priest, the reverends will tell you don't judge him, let God be the judge. Whereas the politician has stolen everything from you and then giving it to the church and taking part of it to himself. So the Christian religion is basically designed to promote politics. Now when you talk about the Islam is a political entity that is made to promote religion. That is why you see that all their leadership structure in Saudi Arabia, in fact all over the Middle East, it is, religious heads, religious figures. The Sultan is a religious figure. The Emir is a religious figure. Go do your findings. They are all religious figures that are also representing as political figures. In fact, they appoint minister of this, minister of that in, the Middle East. But when you come to the northern part of Nigeria, since the British tried to crack down That's, that structure, but they couldn't crack it totally. What they had to do is to introduce indirect rule, which we all know. They introduce indirect rule. So the politicians go to seek the face of these imams, and these imams now gather the people and tell them, this is the right person you will support. Forget those campaigns they are doing in the north where you see them gathering crowds. All those crowds are just formality. The people that told those crowds to go there is the imams, the sultans, the emirs. They are the ones that told those crowds to go there. If those people say don't go anywhere, those crowds will not move an inch. The politicians will just stand there and stand in vain. Now, if you check, whenever you blaspheme against Islam, you see that it is the political figures that respond to you. Because why? The religion is built around politics. Politics is the major aim why the religion was built. So, whether you like it or not, it is the House of Rep member, the senator, we all saw it in Deborah Samuel's issue, where, the senators, the rep members, they were the ones that said she has blasphemed. They were the ones that justified the buying. Even Atiku Abubakar himself, that is contesting to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he had to delete his posts and even said that he was not the one that typed that thing. That wherever they see AA representing Atiku Abubakar, know that he is the one that has typed it. But if you do not see AA in his post, know that he's not the one, no, that is not him. That is to tell you how strong the religion over there is connected to politics. If any of the politicians there want to do anything, what do? They consult those emirs. If the emirs say no, it's no. Over here, the politicians don't consult in the Christianity. The politicians do not consult the religious elites. They only run to them for refuge. At the end of the day, if they want to consult, they just go straight to the members, to the congregation, to the people, to the masses. But in the Islam, you must consult those religious elites that are not claiming that they are monarchs, that they are all political figures. You must consult them. They will now call their people and say, okay, we have approved this person, we want to go support them now. But in the Christianity, it's different. In the Christianity, the politicians go direct to the masses. And then later, when they have offended the masses, they run to the church for refuge. And the church will come and tell the masses, hold on, let God judge. You see, now, the Christianity is just protecting the politicians, the political system. While here, it is the politics that is protecting the religious system so that they can be able to control the people. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. They are all using different tactics. Now, I am not saying that you should not be part of these religions. I am only letting your eyes to open on what these religions are designed for. That is why I want your eyes to open, so that you will know what these religions has been programmed to be like. So that you don't go and start expecting a different thing from these religions. The reason why in the South, because if you check, the South are the ones that have been protesting more, that has been standing on their right. In fact, Christians has been the one standing, defending justice. Now, the reason why many of the South people are not coming out is because of the same religion that they leave them, God will punish them, they go hellfire, they go suffer. But in the North, it's a different ball game. In the North, it is the imam that are the gods. You understand? So they are already there. They will just tell you, this person has done this, deal with him like this, deal with him like that. You will not vote for this person, you are voting for this person right now, and the whole masses will agree. But in this other side now, God need to punish them. God need to, be the one to judge them. So at the end of the day, the masses keep on recycling them, waiting for God to judge them. While in this other part, the emirs has already passed their judgment by saying, don't vote for this person, vote for this other person. So now the emirs are acting as God. So whosoever do not give them the cake to eat is now against God already. In this other part, whosoever does not take it to the church, that is who God will punish. It's the same thing. They are all the same thing, but acting in different ways. So you will not come and say, oh, remember, the both of them are they are all created to dominate. They are all created to dominate. That is why the Islam is fighting to enter the Christian territory. The Christian is fighting to enter the Islam territory. They are both created to dominate. So they are coming with different tactics. At the end of the day, the poor is becoming more poorer. The rich is becoming more richer, because all their doctrines only hold the poor. It doesn't hold the rich. That God will punish you. Allow God to judge. Allow God to be the final say in Christianity. It's when it has to do with the rich people in Christianity. You that is the poor man, commit that same crime. The judge will sentence you immediately. The priest will condemn you immediately. The same thing in the Islam. That you will cover your face, you will do this, you will do that, is just for the poor people. If the rich people like Dangote now break the same rule, they will tell you leave it for Allah. Don't worry, we will settle it. Don't worry, we will tackle it. So these both religions are just there to make the weak to be weaker and the strong to be stronger. The earlier you understand this, you will know that as you are practicing it, you'll be using your head to practice it. Unless we have already concluded that Nigeria should never want to be better again. Who am I? I'm just a Peter Chukwuemeka.